Oh, they have auto chat translate chat message to your device. Oh, they have that. I didn't know that. Anyways, yes, please. I want that. Hi, everybody. How you all doing? Today we're gonna be cooking. Today we're gonna be cooking, okay? I mean, all the time I do cooking. Sometimes I do come on here and I'll be chatting, you know. Sometimes I be chatting, but today I'm cooking. I'm gonna be cooking. I'm starting quite late today because there's a reason why I am starting making these meals late. So basically, what had happened was I wasn't planning on cooking. I wasn't planning on cooking today, but my mom was like, "Oh, I should make some soup." Blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm making soup today, and then I thought we had some stew in the fridge. We don't have any stew in the fridge, and so I need to make some stew, and I'm gonna make some soup. So I was catching up with my bestie. So while I was catching up, I had prepped everything. So I'm gonna tell you what we're making today. We're gonna make some live soup. Honestly, I'm so over this because I am making fish live soup. You guys know how much I don't like cleaning fish. Anyways, but I have cleaned the fish. So we got it here. So we have some fish here, some fresh fish. I don't like cleaning up things. Anyways, I've cleaned it, sorted it out. I have the bowl that I'm gonna use in here. These are the things I'm gonna use for my soup. I have 2 onions, I have garlic and ginger, and I have some pepper. So I'm gonna blend in all these together. I have some, pardon me, I don't know what's going on. I have some onions. I'm gonna be chopping these up, and I'm gonna use it to make the stew that I'm gonna make. So with the stew, I'm thinking of making with garden eggs, or like garden eggs. It's a vegetable. And it's garden eggs here, and I've got turkey berry. Is it turkey berry or turkey berries? It's very bitter in taste. I'm going to process this with that, and then I'm going to use that to make the stew. I could technically use it to make the soup as well, but honestly, I just want to make a clean soup, if that makes sense. Clean soup? I can say that? Yeah. Anyway, yes, that's what I'm going to make. I don't want to add anything else to it. Okay, so before we start, so we're gonna do the blending of things. So let's start with that one. So I'll put these away. The good thing is like I've prepped everything and I don't have to like prep everything again. Just good. I'll put this here. I don't know where to put it. Today I was not, I don't know if you can tell, I'm so over it. Today was supposed to be, hey yeah, today, welcome. Today was supposed to be me relaxing. You know, I had so much to do. Like I had to wash my hair, do a lot of tidying up, which I have washed my hair. Tomorrow I'm plaiting, I'm doing like a hair plait tomorrow. Anyway, so today was supposed to be me like chilling, not doing much. Just for me to be told I have to make some soup, and then I was like, okay, soup is not an issue, but just also for me to find out we don't have any stew. So you can see I'm gonna be rolling my eyes a lot. That's because I'm just over it. But I have no choice. I'm over it, but I have no choice. How are you doing? So we're making some tomato soup. Tomato soup is very easy, simple to make. Like, it's not hard. Tomato soup is not hard to make, so that's why I'm going for it. So you're gonna get 2 onions. So depending on the size that you're making, you're gonna grab 2 onions, okay? Now don't do this at home. Don't use a knife and with your hands, you're gonna cut yourself. Use a chopping board, but I've been doing this for many years, so it's easier. Melissa, what is it?
Can I have the one of the croissant thingies?
Wow. You didn't know to take croissant thingies until I started going online.
Well,
Always be doing that.
I'm kind of hungry, so. Hi! I'm back again, but I'm going now.
Cool. No. So you can use any onions of your choice. So you're gonna use red onions, or I call these ones purple. I don't know. I call them purple. So you need red onions. You have ginger. So you got ginger. Melly.
Don't worry, I can make it. Oh. Thank
you.
you.
It's gonna drop, and then you're gonna make me pick it up. Anyway, so you got onions, and then you have, this is some peppers. So you're gonna add that to there. You got garlic. You can take as much garlic as you want. So these are my garlics. And then you have some ginger. Hello, welcome. So you got some ginger. I would advise you to chop the ginger into little pieces. I mean, I trust my blender. My blender is really good, but I still need to help it a little bit. Now, as I said, don't do this at home. Don't chop things with, in your hands. Use a chopping board, okay? And also my knife is not that sharp, so put that in there. Lately, I've been experimenting with leaving the skin on with my ginger. I leave the skin on. I just cut a few bit. No, I just cut a few bit. No, I mean, look, soup from a can, it's okay. This is not the traditional British English soup, tomato soup. This is the Ghanaian way of doing it, okay? So it's very different from the canned one. Just so I put that out there. So this is very much different. This one takes just forever. But anyways, so you got the onions, garlic, ginger, pepper. We're gonna put some herbs in here. So with my herbs, I go in with thyme and rosemary. Where is my thyme? So we're gonna go with some herbs, thyme and rosemary. You're gonna put that in there. You just put the amount. Oh, wow. You know what? I am not going to comment on that. Honestly, I am not going to say a word regarding that. But there is some traditional meals, okay? Don't put, don't put the English people down. They have some good meals actually. They have I don't know where cottage pie is from. I'm sure it was made here. That's a traditional meal. Cottage pie, shepherd's pie. You got fish and chips. I'm trying to think of a pudding one. There's a pudding that has alcohol in it and has raisins in it. I forgot what that is called. Okay. All right. Well, I can't say much about that, but yeah, there's good meals out there. All right, so you're gonna put water in here. You're gonna put it up. Now, I always say this, like if you're using an earphones or headphones listening to me at the moment, I would advise to take it out for now whilst I do this blending, because my blender is very loud, and the last thing you want is, the blender is loud, so yes. And tell me I did not warn you. All right, let's start this. since I'm doing like I'm hoping I don't spend hours making this. So yeah, I thought I just, you know. So now that our foundation, I call it, is done, I'm gonna pour it in this bowl. So in this bowl I have this meat. I don't know the name of it, but it's some sort of protein. I'm gonna start off with that one because fish does not take long to cook, so you don't want to, you know, because when you overcook fish, it just falls apart, and then you don't want that. Anyways, so I'm gonna get this out. So I'm gonna save this. Oh, it depends. Sometimes I like to have soup on its own. Sometimes I will have it with some rice or like whatever, you know, starchy stuff that we have. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. It's some sort of meat. I think stomach meat. I don't know the name of it, but it's meat, and it's gonna be my starter. Because so I'm gonna save some of this. I'm gonna use it to do my stew. Nice. And I'm gonna pull this on here. It's so gingery. That's expected because we're doing a lot of ginger. Alright, let me close this up. This is nice and hot. I'm gonna put my oil. I need to think of where to put my used oil. This is oil I used a couple of days ago. I need to have like a container that I can put my used oil in there. Anyways, this is heating up. Let it do its thing. I'm gonna season up this meat thing here. So when it comes with seasoning, there's just one rule I always follow. My old timers on here would know the rules when it comes to seasoning. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you the rules. So the rules is always use your all-purpose seasonings first before you use salt, because all these all-purpose seasonings have salt in it. So the last thing you want is your food to be salty. I need to cover this up. Anyways, so yeah. You don't have, well, I'm sure she knows already, okay? Don't need to. But yeah, so I'm gonna use this seasoning. This is it's very high in like salt. So sometimes I don't even use salt after using the seasoning, but it's so good. I'm gonna add that here. A little bit more. And also because it's soup, I'm going to be diluting this with a lot of water later. So, alright, is this done? Oh, I can't believe I have to cook. Like, I'm just like, no. Alright, we're going to start off with making the stew. We're going to put our onions in here. That is a lot of onions. Just one onion, you know. Alright. We're going to add this into it after the onions is cooked up a little bit. We're going to add our blended anyways. So I'm gonna leave that to cook up. You just make sure you stir it up because onions is gonna burn. Onions does not take long to burn. So this is our garden eggs, which is already cooked. I'm going to defrost this and then cook it up a little bit just to get the eyes out. And then I'm gonna use my processor to like process it. I don't want it to blend. I don't want it to be puree. I just want it to be a little bit, you know, chopped up. I'm still like, I'm still upset. Why am I cooking? Why? I need a lid. Okay, the moral of the story is learn to say no. When every time they're like, go do something, just say, nah, I'm joking, don't do that. That's such a bad advice. Oh my god, no, don't do that. Anyway, more of the story is like, at that point. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Like, how is it going? How is things popping up? It's been a couple of days. Ooh. It's been a couple of days since I was live, so let's catch up. Let's catch up. Mom cooked some corn earlier, really nice. I'm gonna put it on here. Alright, so I've got a little bit of water here. I'm just going to heat it up, and then what I'm then going to do is that I'm going to cook up the garden eggs and the turkey berries a little bit. As I said, it's all frozen. I took it out not long ago, so, and I'm not going to use a lot of it, so I need to put the rest in. Garden eggs are really good for you. We get our one from Ghana. We buy them from Ghana, and then the moment you get to London, you have to like cook it up and then put it in the freezer so it doesn't go bad. So yeah. Anyway, we've got the turkey berries. This turkey berries, they're very bitter in taste, but if you use it to make soup or stew, it's really, really nice. But it's still bitter. You know, there's a way you have to go by it. Like, there's a way you have to like do to get that the goodness out of it. Anyway, so I'm gonna use a lot of it. And then this stew, you know what, I'm gonna use all. This stew is gonna last us like a day or two. Probably tomorrow. It probably will finish. Or a day or two. I'll give us 2 days. This will be done. We'll be finished in 2 days. You know, sometimes I think to myself, if my family was a picky eater, that would be much better, because then they don't eat a lot. But because my family is not a picky eater, they love their food. So it's like you're always cooking. Every week you cook it. No matter how much you cook, you just have to cook. Anyways, this one, we just blended it. It's basically ginger, garlic, onions, pepper. We have thyme, rosemary in there. Blend it together. We're going to add it to the onions. A couple of days ago, I was telling you guys that my mom is on this healthy journey. I feel like this happens all the time. Beginning of the year, everybody has this goals and then by April, May, by March, everyone's like, back to their normal self. So anyways, My mom is on this journey, all right, on this healthy journey, healthy eating, healthy everything, healthy, whatever. And she made this mushroom. She had this vegetable mushroom with so many things. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. It wasn't good, but it was very clean, very healthy, very clean. I even asked her if she can add like my favorite all-purpose seasoning. Hello, my favorite all-purpose seasoning, but she's like, nope. She didn't want to add it to it. So she only added a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. It was very hard to consume. But she ate it like a pro. She's like, now I feel like I'm very light. I feel like, I'm getting, I was like, well, that's because you're not eating a lot. You're not eating a lot. You're just eating all these vegetables and... Anyways, that's what's happening. Ooh. So I'm making some tomato soup. The soup is literally, we've done the foundation of things, so it's cooking up a little bit. I'm going to leave it to cook up a bit more. Whilst that is doing that, I'm going to wash up some tomatoes, some fresh tomatoes. So I'm going to do a combination of tinned tomatoes and I'm going to do a combination of fresh tomatoes together. Balance things up. It's all tomatoes, so anyways, it is what it is. The thing is, my mom is... Oh my god. Goodness. Anyway, so these are the tomatoes we have. I don't want to use all of them. I'm just going to use the one that is much more softer. This is quite hard, so it can last a couple of days. And then I'm going to blend these together. When my mom told me this afternoon, she was like, oh, you got to cook something, da da da. I was like, we don't have any meat. Trying to get out of it. And like, we don't have any meat. She's like, yes, we do. So, yeah. Anyways. Alright, so you're going to put these tomatoes, you're going to put it in the starter. It's going to cook down. Okay. So this is going to boil up for like 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, you're going to take out the tomatoes. And then you're going to blend it with your tinned tomatoes. And then you're going to add it. Yeah. You don't worry. I'll take you through it when we get there. We're still making the stew. We've chopped the whole onions. It's golden brown. And then we added our starter to it, which is the onion, garlic, ginger, pepper. I really wish sometimes like I can I can have an image here. I don't know how you can do it. Somebody show me how you can do it. I can have like an image here. I can show you all the ingredients that I have I'm using. I feel like it will make much better sense than me always having to like repeat it and stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, it would be much easier. I mean, today's dishes that we're making, it's all Ghanaian meals or Ghanaian inspired meals. Let me say that way, just in case I'm not making it the way our ancestors make it. And somebody will be like, that's not how you make it. This is how you should make it. Yeah, anyways, it is what it is. I'm having some buffet. So this is buffet. Last time I was here, I showed you guys how to make buffet. Buffet, it's like it has the same texture, not texture, but similar taste to donuts, but a little bit chewy. Yeah, a little bit chewy. So this is how it looks like inside. So it has the same texture to but a little bit on the chewy side. Really nice. I'm gonna put half. You put this in the fridge. So that was tomato puree. You're gonna add that in there. You have to keep an eye whenever you add tomato puree to stuff. You have to keep an eye on it because it burns so quickly. I don't know why that is. Alright, so I have here, I have the fresh tomatoes. So when you go to Costco, when you go to like the tomato section, you know those big cans of tomatoes? That's, that's what we use at home in my household. That's what we use. So yeah, we have the last one. Hiya, welcome to my live. We're making some Ghanaian meals today. You know what I miss having? Oh, thank you. You know what I miss having? I miss having ramen. I saw on the news maybe a couple of weeks ago about somebody had it and they had a tummy ache. They had to be admitted in a hospital and all sort of things. And I'm like, oh, because I really, 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 really like ramen. I've not had it in a while. Just keep an eye on your soup when you're making it, okay? So we're making some tomato soups. Some tomato soup. Oh my goodness. We're making some tomato soup and then we're making some stew for the house. So I'm a family of 7, okay? I think there's going to be a few new people here, but a family of 7, okay? And that's why I cook a lot. I cook all the time. I'm always making something. I'm always cooking something. I'm always doing some sort of food. I'm always on live. Like, for example, on Thursday, this coming Thursday, I'm going to be stocking the fridge up like crazy. So this is just going to last us for a couple of days. Just 2 days. And then on Thursday, I'm going to go to the shops. And then I'm going to grab the ingredients that I need to cook. I'm going to make a couple of soups. I'm going to make a couple of stews. I'm going to be making a lot of things. Yeah. Alright, so the tomato is all done. The tomato puree is all good. It's turning a dark color. I'll show you guys. Hold on, let me show you guys. Just so that I don't destroy my lip. This is the color you want it to be. It's coming really dark. And that's what you want. You don't want it too dark. That means it's burning. So, I'm gonna mash this with my hands. I'm not gonna blend it. I'm gonna just do a quick mash with my hands. And then I'm gonna add it in here. Why is this thing not boiling up? Oh my god. Oh, I need to be quick. I need to be quick. Something is burning. I don't know what is burning. Yeah, this one is burning. Ooh. I had the windows open. That's good. Anyway, so take the tomatoes out. Take the plums. I'm going to take a little bit more than I usually should. So I want to make a big batch. Anyway, so you can mash this with your hands. Hiya, welcome to my life. You can mash this with your hands, or if you have a masher at home, just mash it. But I prefer using my hands to do it because then you can get all the goodie. But I'm going to use a masher first. I'm going to put some juice in here to just calm it down a little bit. Oh my goodness. I almost dumped the bowl in here. Ooh. Okay. Alright. So, it is, oh my god, it's so cold. Well, it's not very, very cold, but it's very windy. It's quite windy here. It's not like very, very cold, but it's quite windy. So I have the tomatoes. So you're going to take them all out, add it to your blender. Now, there's one thing I gotta tell you guys. When it comes to blending something that's hot, you gotta be really careful. The reason being, especially when you blend it in, like, you know, like, especially when you blend in total, because if it's really hot, the heat can hold on to it, and if your blender is not strong, it can actually blow up and then cause a huge damage. I'm not talking from experience, but one of my auntie had gone through that, and she had like a lot of burns because she put something hot in the blender. She blended it, and then it boom. So be very careful. In my case, I am mixing cold. So if this is hot, I'm gonna mix some cold tomatoes to this. So then it's okay for me to blend. But don't do this at home, okay? Because it's not safe. It's not safe, basically. Anyways, let's do that. So I have the fish here. Remember I told you I was making some light soup. This is the Ghanaian way of making tomato soup. I have some fish. I'm going to add my fish to my starter, I blended some garlic, onions, ginger, and then some pepper and some thyme, rosemary all together. And that's my basically foundation. So when I kept saying foundation, that's what I mean. And I'm going to add my fish. Fish has already been cleaned. Guts taken out. The guts is taken out. I don't like the guts. So yeah, gotta do what you gotta do to take it out. So yeah. So you're gonna put in there. And because fish falls apart so easily, I don't like to stir it up. I just like to shake things up. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute what I mean. So I'll mix everything together. You know, I was thinking of adding some dry. So when I'm stirring this up, I like to shake things up like this. Like, you know, shake it up like this on there. So that it doesn't stick and so that I don't have to stir it so much. That way my fish stays together and it doesn't fall apart in the soup. Basically, that's what I like to do. keep an eye on your tomatoes as well, especially the stew. The last thing you want is your stew, your tomatoes to burn. You don't want that. Anyways, we're gonna blend this up. Now, another warning, if you're using the headphones, earphones while listening to me, you might want to take it out because my blender is very loud. And even me standing up close, it's kind of annoying. For you, probably would be as well. So you might want to take it out now. And yeah. That should be fine. I don't know why it's so loud. Alright. So far things are going smoothly, so that's fine. This is the garden eggs. So this is garden eggs and some turkey berries. I'm not going to cook it for long because these are already cooked. I just wanted it to defrost it. That's about it. I don't need to cook it long. And I'm going to use my processor to process it so that it doesn't blend into a puree. Puree or puree? I don't know. You get what I mean. I don't want it to be blended so too much blended. I think it's called puree. I don't know. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong or not. Or maybe I'm pronouncing it the right way. I don't know. So I'm going to use this one. You know, I've been told to take off the sticker. I don't like. Open with care. I just want anybody that uses this blender to open it with care. You know, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you didn't tell me. Yeah, I didn't have to tell you because it's already written on there. I've been told you can use this to like do dough, but I haven't done it before. I actually do. You know what? Whilst I'm talking to you guys, I'm thinking, should I make something else? You know, because I know the stew will not last us. So I'm trying to think, should I make something else just in case? But then if I should make something else, what can I make? You know, like, what can I do? Anyways, it's a thinking process. I'll think of something. So we've got that here. We're going to transfer this into here. I'm going to do it in two. Right. You know what? I'm going to do it all in one. I'm going to do it all in one because I think it should be fine. It should be fine. So you can use this to make soup as well, but I'm not using it. I'm not going to use it to make soup. Leave this here. I'm gonna leave this here. Oh, so fishy. As many people know, I don't like cooking with fish. I don't like cooking with fish. I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyways, so another warning again. I'm gonna start this blending thing again. It's gonna be very, 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 very loud. So if you have earphones or headphones, you might wanna take it off because the sound is annoying. I'm gonna blend. Oh, this is much gentler. It's much gentler. Excuse me, you finish? Oh my goodness, no way. We're nowhere close. Oh my goodness. Alright, cool. Oh, this is stressing me. So basically, the turkey berries is refusing to crush. Why? Doesn't want to crush. Okay, so my turkey berries are refusing to crush. So whatever which one we find that hasn't crushed, we're gonna crush it manually. Um, before I go on with everything, I wanted to show you guys one of my tricks when cooking tomatoes in general. So when you cook tomatoes in a few stages, to know that it's ready, it's gonna taste sweet. It's gonna have like a sweet taste to it. So it will start to taste very sour, then it's gonna be sour sweet, then it's gonna be like sweet, yeah. So in order to do that, when you taste it, to taste the sweetness of it, I don't tend to put seasoning in there when cooking it. I just make sure the tomatoes finish cooking first before I add any seasoning basically. That way I can taste the actual tomatoes itself. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's one of the tricks I do use. So my tomatoes, my soup the fish is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the blended tomatoes to it. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dilute it with some water. Alright, so we've diluted it with some water. I'm gonna take this one out. And then I'm gonna pour this here. I'm gonna add a bit more water. And then the lid has more tomatoes on it. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna pour. Ooh. Make sure you go every little bit in there. Sure. A bit more. Alright. This is burning. Goodness. Alright, we're gonna stir everything together. Just gonna stir, 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 stir. Just stirring, stirring. Have it taste. Ooh! So spicy! Oh my god. So spicy. It's not too spicy, but it's spicy. Alright, so we're going to go in with a bit more seasoning. And then we're going to put it on medium heat. And then this is going to slowly cook. Okay? Not slowly, but medium heat. Whatever medium heat does is going to do it. It's going to leave it to its thin. And then I'm going to add some dry fish to it. I wasn't thinking of adding dry fish, but anyways. So the same rules apply. When seasoning your meal, you always add your all-purpose seasoning first, and then you add in your salt less, because most all-purpose seasonings have salt in them, and the last thing you want to do is, you know, have a salty meal. So to prevent that from happening, add in your favorite all-purpose seasoning first, then you can add in your salt later after tasting. But I'm making soup, so you always dilute it with water. But I've done the dilution already, so I don't want to add too much water, even though it's going to be a bit runny. You don't want that. Oh no, I'm going to reuse this again because I'm going to season my stew. So I'm going to mix everything together, and then I'm going to taste. So good. I'm going to add a bit salt. And then that's it. Oh no, I'm going to use this again. Why do I keep... I'm thinking I'm going to use this again. Anyways. I'm going to leave this to cook up. As I said, it's going to be on medium heat, which is already there. Where is the lid? Ah, there is the lid. Okay, where did I put the lid? Anywho, let's go back to making this stew. So as I said, my tomatoes is all ready. I'm going to add in my all-purpose seasoning. I use this seasoning all the time. I'm obsessed. It's really good. I use it all the time. I remember a couple of last year, like around December, beginning of December, I ran out of it and I couldn't find it in any of my regular stores. I was so gutted. Then I found it and I bought like 10 of it. I think, how much do I have left? I think I have about maybe about 3 or 4 left. Anyways, I need to top it out. Yeah, I took about 10. I took more than 10 of these and I felt really bad because I was like, what if somebody out there loved this seasoning as well and this is where they get it, and then they come and it's none there. So yeah, I ended up leaving the rest and taking just 10. I was like, that'll be okay. Anyways, and it's not expensive anyways. But the thing is that it has like, I feel like the salt quantity in here is quite high. How many have I put in here already? Gosh, I'm busy talking. I'm even thinking of how much I put in there. Anyways, I'm just gonna have a taste, and then we're gonna see if we need more. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit, as you do. So I like to do this thing where when I'm cooking, I like to say, well, when I cook it and it's almost done, I like to say I'm refreshing the seasonings, refresh seasonings. I don't know. I say that in my head, but in my case, I've already have garlic in here. I had some fresh garlic. I'm just adding some grounded garlic to this as well. Powdered garlic, just to refresh the seasoning. I don't know. That's what I say, but it's not a real thing. It's just something I made up in my head. There's no harm in having too much garlic either. Oh, is there? Maybe there is a harm in having too much garlic. I don't know. But anyways, you never know. So here we have the garden eggs and we have the turkey berries. So these two has been blended together. One of them is very bitter, which is the turkey berry. The turkey berry is very bitter, honestly. But the only time I can have it is when I make it into this. Because there's so many ways you can have it. There's so many healthier ways you can have it. And I find that to be very, 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 very bitter. Yeah. I want to enjoy my meals. I don't like, ooh, this is a bit weird. But anyways, as I said earlier, I wanted to process this so it's not like puree form. But the turkey berries are so stubborn. God, most stubborn thing I've ever come across today. So there's some of them that did not really blend out true, but anyways, it's fine. So we're gonna put them in here. There's a lot more in here actually. I don't want to waste any. So what I'm gonna do see, this liquid is from when we boiled the turkey berries and the garden eggs. So I'm going to use that so that nothing is wasted. I don't want to waste nothing. Nothing is wasted. Just going to go ahead and put that in there. As you can see some of the turkey berries. This is not... I don't know why it's like this. Why? And I didn't want to blend it. I feel like I should have blended it at this point. I just should have just blended it. But anyways, it's fine. Anyway, so you're gonna mix everything together. Because everything is cooked already, you can leave this on the stove for like 5 minutes probably, and then that will be it. And then you can just have this. But me being me, I'm not going to do that, but it's an option for you to do. I'm going to crack some eggs and I'm going to put some eggs in there. But yeah, that's me being extra, but you don't have to be me. Oh, when I'm done, I'm going to have so many dishes. I'm going to have so many dishes. Anyways, it is what it is. Oh, goodness. Why is the turkey berries not quite... Oh, okay. The skin of it is so tough. I feel like I should have cooked it a bit longer to get in like a small... Oh, thanks for the heart. To get it a little bit softer for me to like puree or like use a processor. It's nice. It's not very spicy, so I'm gonna add some spice to it. And then we're gonna do the eggs. So this here is some pepper. Just to give it a little bit of a kick. So we're just gonna put that in there. We're gonna mix everything together. Mix, 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 I got some corn. I'm gonna have some corn. This is sweet corns. It's nice. My mom and I, we're so obsessed. Oh my god. We're so obsessed with corn. We were so obsessed with mango. When we went to Ghana last year. Mom had like a bucket full of mangoes, like fresh mangoes, and they're so sweet. And then we just eat, and then people would tell us, oh, if you have too much mangoes, you're gonna have diarrhea, you're gonna have that. Not mom and I, we had, oh, what's the medication you take? There's a medication you take that helps with diarrhea. Oh my god, what is it? I bought two, I think. I bought two packaging to Ghana because I didn't care. I'm like diarrhea aware because I have something to help me with it. And my mom, we have it all the time. I was upset. I was like, we both obsessed with mangoes. Eggs. Gonna pop. You're gonna crack some eggs. Whisk. You're gonna add in here. I'm gonna add some mackerel. Mackerel. Mackerel and sardine. We're gonna put that in here. Or so good. Anywho, let's make what we're making. So we got some eggs here. We're gonna crack some eggs. I'm not sure how many I'm gonna use. what I'm gonna have for dinner. What should I have for dinner? I don't know. I don't know. What should I have for dinner? So we have 4 eggs in here already. I'm gonna go for 5 eggs. These eggs are quite tiny. What size are these? 12 large eggs? That's such a scam. That's not 12 eggs. It's not 12 large eggs. They're just medium size eggs. So we have some mackerel. I love me some mackerel. Look. So good. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save some. I'm going to make an omelette. Oh, I'm going to make omelette. That's what I'm having for dinner. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So what we're going to do, I think I have some baked beans upstairs. I mean, up in the cabinet. I'm gonna maybe make some omelets with some baked beans on the side. This is some sardine. I'm gonna have that in there as well. I don't even know. I'll leave this to cooperate really well. I'm going to leave this to the side because I'm going to have it later. And I'm just going to mix the eggs. So with the eggs, you're going to put some salt. Put a little bit of salt in the egg. A little bit. And then you're going to whisk. Make sure it's mixed really well. So I've increased this, so you need to keep an eye on that. The soup smells so good, oh my god. It smells so good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and add the eggs. And then I'm just gonna close it. I do need to tidy up though. So I'm going to close this up and then we're going to tidy up because you don't want to leave a dirty kitchen, that's for sure. Put that away. Put these away. Oh wait. And then I'm gonna put that away as well. We're gonna stir this because I have increased the stove, so the last thing I want is for things to burn. I don't want that. So I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick wash, dishes washing, you know. Alright, let's check up on our stew. Ooh. Ah, that hurts. I'm gonna cover up, leave it to cook up a little bit, and we're all done. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this in a glass bowl, leave it to cool down, and then we're gonna put that in the fridge when it's totally cold. Okay? And then I'm gonna make dinner. Dinner for myself. Yeah. But I need to wash the dishes. I need to wash the dishes first. I need to wash the dishes, so something smells burnt. I know I just mixed this thing up. Is it you? Is it you? Is my soup burning? Is some stove on? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna check on my soup because I'm gonna check on this. Oh, that looks good. Ah, why do I keep hurting these hands? Oh, that looks good. This looks good. So good. I'm so good. I'm flipping good. Ah, I'm happy. Anyway, Not that I doubted myself one bit, anyways, but still, you know. Still, I'm happy. So I need a container to put this in when it's almost done. I was thinking of this container, but I feel like it's a little bit too small. But this is the only size. Like all the ones I have is all too big. Like triple this size. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It would be nice to put everything in a bowl and then wash things up. Oh, I need to wash this up as well. And then, you know, wash things up, and then when you wash, you clean, you tidy, you know that you know. Like, but I don't have anything bigger than this. I did have something bigger than this, but I think we have something in there. Oh yeah, we do have something in there. Ah, this is a shame. Oh look, we got a cherry. My mom wants to like take the seeds and take it to Ghana to see if she can plant it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but there's no harm in trying. So, bon appetit. So good. Seed. Oh, I need to keep it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish washing the dishes. You know, one thing I don't like doing when it comes to cooking, I don't like washing the dishes. Something I don't like doing. Anyways. I'm tired. Anyways, I got the blender. I'm gonna put this here. Alright, so this is finished. I'm going to dish this into here. I feel like it's gonna overflow. It's gonna overflow. You know what? I'm gonna have the remaining ones. I'm gonna have the remaining one with some rice. Even though I don't feel like having rice, but it's fine. I got a bit of rice. I don't feel like eating rice. This is not what I want for dinner. But it's overflowing and I want to wash the bowl. So I'm going to get some plain rice, not a lot, as you can see. And then I'm going to put the remaining stew or sauce, if you want to put it that way. And then that's it. I'm going to wash this. I'm going to put this. I don't feel like eating rice. Gosh. Anyways, I'm going to put a little bit more because it's still overflowing. You have that big chunks of like, hi, welcome. Ugh, I don't feel like eating rice. It's good. Alright, so I'm gonna put the soup on low heat. Thank you. I don't feel like eating rice, so I don't want to waste. I waste a little bit. I'm gonna have omelette. I'm craving some good omelette. I'm gonna have some omelette. I'm trying to think, omelette on what? What can I have with omelette? I mean, I can have omelette on its own. I know. I know what I can do. Oh yeah, rice with beans. A couple of days ago, I did some beans. So good. It's finished actually. I think it was 2 days ago. Rice with beans is so good. Like I said, the turkey berry is a bit on the bitter side. You can still taste a little bitterness, a little bitterness from the turkey berry. No, that's a bit of oil. It's a bit on the oily side. My mom is gonna complain. She's gonna be like, oh, you use too many oil. Oh well. Don't sweat the screen. The green or the screen? I still have a lot of dishes to wash. I don't want to do the dishes. Anyways, I'm gonna do the dishes and I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm thinking, should I even make the omelette or not? All right. Well, that's not. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, raising donation and everything for the good cause. Why not? Why not? And I am actually done as well. I'm finished with cooking. Now it's just tidying up. I don't want rice, but I don't want to waste things. So, yeah. Anyways, let's do the cleaning. I'm gonna make some hot tea. I'm almost done. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm gonna make something with it. Yeah, I'm gonna make something with it. I mean, I can't give such a little thing to the homeless. That's too little, you know? Alright, so we're gonna clean. So I'm gonna have to clean the surface, you know, clean everything, wipe everything, you know, those sort of things. Gotta do those things. And then I'm gonna put this here, anymore. And then I'm gonna make a quick dinner. I'll leave this one to cool down. Where do I leave it? Okay, I'll leave it here. Right. So we're gonna start. We just gotta soap and water for now, just to wipe all the grease off here. Wipe. Clean. And then we're gonna wipe it down. Just gonna wipe. Wipe. And we're gonna spray. Spray. That's all the spray. Where is the spray? I had a kitchen safe spray. I don't know where it's going. Alright, we're gonna use this one. I don't know where my original one is, but we're gonna use this one. And with this one, we cannot spray it directly on the counter because you know, you don't know how far the spray is gonna go, and you don't want it to be in any food. So I'm gonna get a tissue, and then we're gonna use the tissue. Okay, so just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have my tissue. Ooh. So we're gonna use my tissue. I'll show you how I do it to clean the surface. Just gonna grab a bit. You're gonna spray this on this one, okay? That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, so you got that. You got that one. So you're gonna spray it. Whoop. Spray as much as you want. Push. Put it everywhere. And then you're gonna use that to wipe everywhere. Oh, and it smells nice. And you are done. So this is what we made today. Looks good. Put that here. And then so we're going to chuck this away. And that's how you finish with a clean. So I am all done. You know how I said I was going to make some omelette to have for dinner? I was going to have something else with it for dinner. Honestly speaking, I feel quite full. I think because I had the rice with the stew, I'm not in the mood to have or make anything else. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna have anything. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and then later on in the day, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 5 already? Oh. Honestly, I didn't know it was 5. I thought it was 4 o'clock still. Anyways, in all, I still have time. If I want to eat something, I can still eat something. I even eat at midnight. So basically, I have like long time. I know they say eating late is bad for you. It's not good. It doesn't digest. All sort of things. I still do it. I still eat very late sometimes. Not all the time. I guess that's... Not all the time you're going to catch me eating late. Sometimes I eat very early. Sometimes I don't. I'm going to have this snacky thing. And I think that should be it. That's what I'm going to have. And then a cup of tea. We ran out of fresh milk. And what my mom has is almond milk. I don't want that. So I'm going to use 10 milk, which is the evaporated milk, which is this one. Just gonna, you don't add a lot. It's a little bit will go a long way. And that's it. Mom said she brought some bread. I don't know where that is. Where's the bread? And you know what? Not currently. What I'm literally obsessed with. I'm obsessed with having Weetabix, like cold milk Weetabix, with a little bit of like evaporated milk, a little bit of sugar, tiny little bit of sugar. It's a bomb. So good. I had it last night. It was so amazing. think I'm gonna have it again this evening. Should I have it now? I don't know. Mom said she bought bread. I don't know where the bread is. I don't know where the bread is. She said she bought bread. I don't know where she put the bread. Anyways, let's have this snack with me. It has chocolate in it. Oh, does she mean this one? There's no way the whole bread will be missing, right? Maybe she meant this one. I don't know. But yeah. So that's literally me done. Really nice. It's been a while since I made roasted chicken or roast beef or lamb, anything roast. So I'm thinking I make on Thursday, I make something roast for once. On Monday, so I'm cooking on Monday and I'm cooking on Thursday. I'm thinking, should I make a roast on Thursday or make a roast on Monday? I don't know. Anywho, that will bring us to the end of today's live. We made, oh my god, we made 2 Ghanaian meals. We made light soup, which is like tomato soup, Ghanaian way. And then we made garden egg stew. I don't know what to call this, but I can call it garden egg stew. So that's what we made. It was very yummy. I had some with rice, which was cool. But yeah, my top is so short. It's like here. I'm gonna use this to cover my tummy. No. But anyways, that brings us to the end of today's live. I'm gonna see you guys on Thursday. I'm coming on live tomorrow. I'm gonna get my hair done. I don't know what style to do to my hair, but I'm gonna get my hair done. So I'm gonna go in live throughout doing my hair. It's gonna be amazing. So stay tuned. Come and give your love and support. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go very early, probably by 11 I'm gonna be on live. So that'll be great. That will be great. But yeah, stay safe and stay blessed. I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have my little snack. I'm not sure where the bread is. We had bread. Where's the bread? I don't know. Mom says she brought bread. I'm still gonna try and find out where the bread is. But stay safe and stay blessed.